Welcome to Cheap Production. Today, we're embarking on a journey through a book that serves as a beacon of hope amidst our fears. Unafraid, Trusting God in an Unsafe World, by Susie Davis, is our guide today. Part 1. Fear of the World. Our journey begins with a chilling event. Susie Davis shares her personal experience of witnessing a school shooting. This traumatic event instilled in her a fear of violence, terrorism, and natural disasters. But she didn't let this fear consume her. Instead, she offers us practical tips on combating these fears with faith. Part 2. Fear of the Future. As we move forward, we encounter the fear of the future, the what-ifs and worst-case scenarios that often rob us of our joy and peace. Susie addresses these fears head-on, revealing how they can prevent us from living fully in the present. She teaches us how to surrender our worries to God and live with hope and anticipation for the future. Part 3. Fear of People. Next, we delve into the fear of people, the fear of rejection, criticism, betrayal, and loneliness that we may experience in our relationships. Susie opens up about how these fears made her isolate herself from others and how it damaged her marriage and family. But she also shows us the path to overcoming these fears. She teaches us how to open our hearts to God and others, and by building healthy and supportive relationships. Part 4. Fear of Self. In the final part of our journey, we examine the fear of self, the fear of failure, inadequacy, and insignificance that we may feel about ourselves. Susie admits how these fears made her doubt her worth and purpose, and how it hindered her from pursuing her dreams and passions. But she doesn't leave us in despair. She encourages us to overcome these fears by discovering our identity and value in God, and by living unafraid of who we are and what we can do. Conclusion. As we conclude our journey, we find ourselves at the end of the book, where Susie leaves us with a prayer of freedom from fear and a list of resources for further study and help. Unafraid, Trusting God in an Unsafe World is more than just a book. It's a guide, a friend, and a source of inspiration. It empowers its readers to trust God in an unsafe world and to live unafraid. Thank you for joining us on Cheap Production. Remember, live unafraid.